Hello, my loves. Welcome back. I hope you are all having a fabulous day so far. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kai. I'm a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I do live makeup videos over on Facebook, and I do different product tutorials and reviews here on YouTube. You can also check me out over on Instagram at stylesby_Kyle. For today's video, we are going to be doing a collab with Miss Morgan Shay. You can go check out her YouTube page. We are both going to be doing videos where we do our makeup backwards today. I've seen some other makeup artists or YouTubers, if you will, do these videos, and I always think they're hilarious. So basically you take your normal makeup routine and then you just do everything from the last step to the first step. For me, I typically end with setting spray, so that's going to be my first step today. This should be interesting. There are some basic principles to makeup, and there's certain reasons why I apply certain things in a certain order because they just work better that way. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this today. I did try to do like all cream products with this because I feel like it's going to work a little bit better, and I still want to try to make this look somewhat decent if possible while doing all of my steps backwards. So should be fun. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now and also click that bell for notifications. Let's do our makeup backward. So for me, when I'm doing my makeup backward, and this is probably going to take me a minute to like sit here and think about each step or like going backward. But anyway, my last step would usually be setting spray. So for my setting spray, I'm going to use the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. And I chose this one because this is actually able to be used as a primer or as a setting spray. So even though it's a setting spray, you can also use it before you do your makeup on clean skin. So that's what we're going to do. My next step, if I'm going backward, would be my lips. And typically I would line my lips first, and then I would put on my lip color. So we're going to do our lip color first, and then I'm going to line my lips. For my lip color, I'll be using the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Fuego. I hate putting on liquid lips without lip liner on. I just feel like it's really hard for me, but we'll see how it goes. So now that we have our lip color on, normally I would do my lip liner before that. And I'm going to be using the Morphe Color Pencil in the shade Bite Me. Okay, so I will say that doing your lip liner after your lip color, the liner does seem to like blend a lot better into the lip color, which is kind of interesting. And if like you're not somebody that likes that really harsh line around your lips, this is probably actually a really good trick for that. So far, so good. Okay, so then the step that I do before my lips is normally my false lashes, and typically I put my mascara on before my false lashes, but since we're doing everything backward today, I'm going to put my lashes on first, and then I'm going to do my mascara. You might be onto something here. So I was concerned about doing my lashes before the rest of my makeup, and I still have concerns because we haven't done our eye makeup yet. But it was actually a lot easier for me to apply my lashes without my eye makeup on. It was easier for me to see where I was putting it, for one, and for two, I wasn't afraid of messing up my eye makeup. So I felt like it was easier to get the lash down into my lash line than it is when I have makeup on. So I'm kind of surprised about that. Might be something that I use in the future if I can easily do my eye makeup with these on. So this is going pretty well so far. Although maybe I shouldn't speak too soon because we got a long ways to go still. My next step is going to be mascara because typically I put that on before I put my lashes on. I will be using the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. This one is in the shade Extreme Black. I don't usually like to do my mascara after I put my lashes on because it gets all up in the lashes, and I like to reuse my lashes and they're easier to clean if they don't have a bunch of mascara on them. But when I do makeup for my clients for formal events and stuff like that, I will put mascara on after I apply their lashes because it helps everything to just blend together really beautifully. Okay, this looks really weird because I'm all lashes and lips, but we're done with our mascara. I will say one of the nice things about doing your mascara first is that if you do get little smudgies anywhere, it doesn't matter because you don't have any foundation on yet. So that's a nice little benefit of doing that. I am afraid to see what's going to happen when I try to like do all my makeup and stuff though, because now I've got these huge eyelashes in the way. I've got mascara on the bottom that I'm not going to want to like mess with too much or it might start to break apart. So far still going pretty well, but we'll see what happens. Prior to doing my mascara, I usually put eyeliner in my waterline. Alright, I'm going to use this white eyeliner. This is actually from the Besame Cosmetics Love Lucy collection. It was a limited edition collection, but this white eyeliner pencil is freaking amazing, you guys. It is my favorite. It works so well. It's just very pigmented for a white pencil. And this is kind of a look. Maybe I'll just start wearing my makeup like this. Lashes and lips and a little bit of white liner on the inside waterline. I'm down. It's easy. Okay. It's so weird because doing my makeup this way, it feels like I'm doing everything for like the first time. It's like when you try out like a new technique or a new product, or like when you first started applying makeup and everything just felt kind of weird. This feels like that because I'm doing everything in a new order, and you wouldn't think that it affects it that much, but like putting my liner in my waterline once I already have mascara on there feels really weird to me because usually I have bare lashes, and then if I get that liner on my lashes, I just go over it with mascara. I'm digging it though. The next thing I normally do is my face, and so yeah, I guess my contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight, but backwards. So highlight, blush, bronzer, contour. Yeah, okay. For our highlight, I'm going to come in with the Benefit Watts Up Cream Highlighter. I'm just going to put this on all the high points of my face like I normally would. It's weird highlighting when you already have product on your lip. And then it's got this little sponge on the back of it here. I'm just going to use that to blend those out. She is glowing, okay? Okay, honestly, I feel really fresh right now. Like, I feel like this is a really cute, like, natural. I'm talking, like, very minimal. If I had to, like, run out the door and had almost no time to do anything, a little bit of color on my lips, some big old lashes, and a little bit of highlighter. She looking dewy. She looking fresh. She ready. Okay, okay. I've used no makeup brushes yet, so that's an added bonus. I think I'm going to use a couple different cream blushes. I like to layer my blushes usually because I like that it gives a little bit of depth to the color of your blush. I'm going to use some of the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Matte in the shade Between the Sheets. I'm also going to use some of the Beach Cheeks Cream Blush from Sugar Rush by Tarte in the shade Beaches and Cream. We'll do this one first. I feel like that looks super pigmented on my bare skin. Honestly, you guys, the more I'm doing this, and the more I'm like loving my face with no foundation and just all of the products on it, which is really weird, and I did not expect this to happen. But like right now, I just feel like my face looks so glowy and so fresh and so beautiful. Like maybe I'll figure out by the end of this video I don't need any foundation. Probably not. Probably not. I really love like fresh skin looking makeup looks, and I feel like this is giving me like the most beautiful fresh looking skin right now. Okay, so now we're going to pop over into our ColourPop blush, and we're just going to do the same thing. I'm picking up a little bit of that on the finger there. I'm going to concentrate this more forward on the cheek here. This has a little bit more of like a ruddy undertone to it, and then I'm just going to feather that back. I'm feeling so cute. So far, we're doing really well, but we haven't gotten to like the parts that are going to be really difficult yet, I don't think. So far, I'm just having fun with it, but we'll see what happens. So my next step would be bronzer. And for our bronzer, I'm actually going to use this product from Believe Beauty. This is their dual-ended contour stick, and it is a cream contour, but this is a little warm, so I think it comes off a little bit more like a bronzer than it does a contour. So we're going to use this to bronze, and then we'll use another product to contour. And I've really been enjoying just kind of using my fingers to blend everything out, so I think I'm just going to do the same thing with this product. Okay, so we got that all blended out. We're starting to look a little bit crazy at this point. I'm feeling like this is starting to look a little heavy and weird with all the products layered up on it. But I have faith, I'm hoping, that when we put on our foundation and concealer, it's gonna like tone everything down and kind of make it blend together. We'll see. Contour would be my next step. We'll be using the Morphe Dimension Effect Contour Stick, and this is in the shade Effect 14. I am going to use a brush to blend this out. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Okay, now this is starting to look really scary. I don't know about it. I felt really good about it until right about now. And now it's just like really, really, really starting to look muddy and crazy and weird. And like I'm putting all of these products directly on my skin rather than on top of my foundation like I normally would. So, I don't know, they're blending out differently. Okay. Woo! We looking crazy now, you guys. This is not cute. Not cute. Not cute. Abort. Abort. Okay, so the next step for me would be my under eye makeup. I'm going to pop over here into the Morphe Times Lisa Frank 35B palette. I feel like this is another thing that's going to be really weird. Having to do my concealer after my under eye makeup is on. Honestly, this is kind of cute. Then like bare eyelid on top and just the shadow underneath. I feel like I'm learning all kinds of fun new makeup tricks today. I really think that's adorable. I'm digging it. Digging it, digging it. Okay, so now that we're done with that, my next step will be powder. And since we are going to have to do our foundation and our concealer after our powder, which is generally speaking not a good idea, I'm just going to use a very light amount of powder to set my face down, and then we'll come in and do our concealer and our foundation. Use my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I'm literally using like the lightest amount of powder. Like I'm flicking off even the little bit that's on the brush just to barely get any powder on there. I am going to set down my whole face, or all the areas that I normally would anyway. I will say I tried this before with that TikTok. There was like a TikTok hack where you put on powder before your foundation. I tried it. It did not work well for me. So I don't have high hopes for this today. Okay, our face is powdered. So then my next step would be concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Beige 22B. I chose to use the Shape Tape and Face Tape products because they're like real high coverage. They blend out well, so I was hoping that they're going to work well for this. Ooh, this concealer might be a little bit light for me. I'm going to grab another concealer. We're going to use two of them together because that's not going to be dark enough. I'm going to use some of the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer in the shade Hickory as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of that Tarte in all those areas as well, just so that everything looks even. Okay, well that was interesting. I feel like I ended up using way more concealer than I needed, and I don't feel like my nose contour looks very good anymore. It kind of just all went away. I didn't have as much of a hard time working around my eye makeup as I thought I was going to have, so that's cool. I don't know, let's keep going and see what happens. So then the next thing that I would do would be foundation. I'm going to use the Tarte Face Tape in the shade 35N. I'm actually going to use a blender, I think, for this. And I'm just going to kind of fill in with my foundation, I think. Like the areas that don't have a lot of makeup on them already. And see what happens. But anyways, I was saying because we have so many products on here now, I feel like the Beauty Blender will kind of help to meld everything together a little bit, hopefully. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we have our foundation on. And honestly, it's not looking that terrible. I should have probably used a little bit more sheer coverage foundation now that I'm thinking about it, because it would have allowed the blush and stuff to peek through. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna go really full coverage because then it'll kind of tone everything down and make it look better. And I think maybe I should have gone the other direction, but it doesn't look terrible. You can still see a little bit of the blush and stuff through the foundation, so it actually gives like a really nice blended look, but it definitely like dulled down my blush and my contour and stuff like that. So it's not looking terrible, honestly. So the last thing we need to do is eyes and then eyebrows. I'm going to use this brush. This is a e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm going to grab this shade called Balloon Buddies. Oh no, I forgot to do eyeliner. I do my eyeliner after my eyeshadow. So let's pretend I didn't just do that, which luckily we didn't get too far yet, and I'm gonna do my eyeliner first. Woo, I'm glad I remembered before I got too far. That would have been really sad. We're gonna use the KVD Vegan Beauty Tattoo Liner. This one is well loved and worn out, as you can see. It's my favorite. It's definitely a little bit harder to reach behind your lashes to put your eyeliner on when you already have a pair of false lashes on, but it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So far, it hasn't been too bad. I will say, it does feel like it was almost easier to make my wings even on my eyes because I already had that little bit of eyeshadow winged out there from my bottom lid. So I already had a shape to follow, which was kind of convenient. And another nice thing, because we're doing our eyeliner first, it's easy to come in and clean it up after we've made a mistake without messing up our eyeshadow. There are some perks to these backward makeup steps, you guys. I'm finding quite a few of them, surprisingly. Okay, now we can continue our eyeshadow. I'm going to use this tiny little brush and a little bit of this shade called Hollywood Bear. This is actually looking really beautiful, this eye makeup look. And it's weird because like having that eyeliner on there already almost helps you shape your eyeshadow. It just seems really like counterintuitive, but it actually works pretty well. And then we're just going to go back over that with the shade Balloon Buddies. I'm going to use this tiny little brush that we used for the white earlier Blanca. I just remembered I still have to do my eyebrows. Oh my gosh! My eyebrows are the first thing I usually do. So that's gonna be like super strange to have a full face of makeup on and have to put my eyebrows on. And we're also going to bring that on the inner corner of the eye here, just connecting to that inner corner that we already made white. Working that onto the lid area. We're gonna pick up the shade Marky. And I'm also gonna go back to this little brush and I'm going to pick up this shade called Rory. We're gonna go one more time with this little brush. I cleaned it off and we're gonna use the black out of this palette. And then just really softened and blended that out. So it's giving more of like a smoky effect now, but I wanted that depth to that outer corner of the eye there. Okay. I think this eye makeup looks really cute. So all we have left to do then is I need to put on some eyebrows, and then normally I would prime first, but we're just going to use our setting spray that we used in the beginning because it was a setting spray and a primer, so we're using it for both. So let's do our eyebrows really quick. For eyebrows, I will be using the Laura Mercier eyebrow pencil in the shade Blonde. This honestly is not looking that bad, you guys. I'm really surprised. And I thought it was going to be a lot harder to like work around certain things, or like having my lashes and my liner already done when I did my eyeshadow. That I thought was going to be like ridiculously difficult. And it honestly wasn't that bad. And I might try some of these techniques in the future for doing my makeup on a regular basis, because some of it almost seemed like it made it easier. Like putting on my lashes before I did the rest of my makeup, I felt like made them blend so beautifully. It does feel weird putting on my eyebrows last though, I will say that. All right, you guys, that is our completed look, doing our makeup backward from end to start. Definitely a different way of doing my makeup, but I think the results actually turned out pretty good. It's honestly better than I thought it was going to be. I may have actually picked up a few makeup tips and tricks from doing my makeup this way today, so that'll be interesting to see if I actually continue to use any of those in the future. But I think this was a lot of fun. And thank you, big shout out to Morgan Shay for suggesting that we do this collab together and suggesting this video. I had a blast doing it. I'm sure she did as well. We of course hope that you all enjoyed watching us doing our makeup backward. I appreciate y'all being with me and watching the video today. I hope that you found this somewhat entertaining or may have learned something new. If you're not already following Miss Morgan Shay, make sure that you go do that on Facebook and here on YouTube. You can also check her out over on Instagram. Also, make sure you go follow me, Kai Styles, also on Instagram at stylesby_Kyle. I hope y'all have a fabulous rest of your day, and until I see you next time, remember to be true to yourselves, be kind to one another, and most importantly, be beautiful. I love you all. I will see you in the next one. Have a fabulous day.